Ladies and gentlemen, many of you remember after the winter storm in Texas, people were hit with these astronomical bills 5, 10, 15. I even heard someone well over $20,000. Well, Texas is saying tough. If you got that bill, it is your bill. You better pay it. Okay? They don't have no empathy for no one. This came out on NPR March 6, 2021. Texas won't reduce $16 billion in electricity charges from winter storm. Wow. Look, we go through power outages and winter storms here in the Northeast all the time. And I can tell you, we never had our bills jacked up like that. January, Dallas resident Shannon Mars paid $257 for electricity. But after Texas suffered the worst winter storm in years, Mars' February electricity bill totaled more than $10,000. That's because for a period of 32 hours during the deepest freeze, February winter storm, power companies were paying 9 per kilowatt, oh wow, per hour for electricity, which is 75 times higher than the state's average winter costs. Companies pass those costs on to consumers. Wow. Texans facing those unexpected bills are hoping that Texas utility regulator would retroactively reduce the electricity market prices. But on Friday, the Public Utility Commission of Texas chose to let the charges stand. So if you got one of those big old Texas bills, you are stuck with it. That's pretty much what they're saying. It might seem like retroactively reducing the charges would be good for consumers, said Texas PUC chair Arthur DeAndrea. This was during Friday public meeting, but he argued that it reflects a simplistic view of how Texas power markets work. So he's leaving you with the bill. Woo! Well, I know some of the citizens for Gritty, they were, coming together to do a class action on them. But wow, they're saying if you got one of them big Texas bills, you are stuck with it and you got to pay it. You don't know who you're hurting. You think you're protecting the consumer, and turns out you're bankrupting a co-op or a city. And it's dangerous after something is running to go around and redo it. Now, this couldn't happen to people at a worse time, y'all. Think about this. Many folks are not working due to coronavirus. Many folks are collecting unemployment. And then on top of all of that, and they're behind on rent, behind on their bills. And on top of that, you going to slap them with this monster bill? Wow. We just see the tip of the iceberg, DeAndrea said. You don't know who you're hurting. Okay, I read that part, so I'm going to go down a little. The PUC itself had authorized the wholesale price increase, hoping it would spur power companies to generate more electricity. But according to the state's independent market monitor, prices were kept high for much longer than necessary. The monitor, Potomac Economics, had urged the PUC to retroactively change prices for 32 hours around February 18th and 19th. Potomac Economics calculated that the inflated electricity rate during that time period led to the $16 billion in additional charges. But DeAndrea and the PUC, other commissioners, are reluctant to retroactively tamper with the pricing. Decisions were made about these prices in real time based on information that was available to everybody, to all market participants, DeAndrea said. And they did all sorts of things that they wouldn't have done if the prices were different. And it's just nearly impossible to unscramble this sort of egg. So he's just giving you all the reasons on why he ain't doing nothing to save anybody in Texas with one of those monster bills. He's letting you know he ain't gonna do nothing. Wow. And the results of going down this path are unknowable, he said. I know on the surface it looks like, oh no, it's just money that generators got. And if you reverse it, it will go to the consumers. But that's a very simplistic, and it's not how it works. Really? I don't think people care about that. You got a family to feed and you're struggling already and you got a monster bill. Potomac Economics Vice President Carrie Bivens told NPR that she continues to be concerned about certain market outcomes that came out of February's storm. The commission faced a difficult decision with the potential of unintended consequences in either direction, she said. The state electricity companies had said they will work with consumers to set up payment plans. Wow, when you don't have nothing, a payment plan really means nothing. It really means nothing. But so far, customers have had little luck getting the charges dropped. They said they're not dropping those big charges. One woman faced with a $9,340 bill has filed a class action suit to recover $1 billion in monetary relief from Griddy, an electricity company in the state. And Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton is suing the company for deceptive practices, specifically for promising Texans cheap wholesale prices when it knew the energy costs could increase during high demand. Griddy did not immediately respond to requests for comment on its website. The company says it didn't make the choice to raise the prices. The Texas PUC mandated the maximum price for days, a decision that they made, so they made this decision and they're saying it's out of their hands. They really had no responsibility for that decision to, for the bills to jump up so high. Griddy, no wonder why you getting a class action lawsuit. They need to sue your ass off. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Wow, my heart goes out to you in Texas with them big ass bills. These people got to be crazy running things like this. But y'all always look at the faces of the people that are running things. And then that should explain why everything is so bad in America. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.